I wear many hats. I would like to speak as being a professor at UW Eau Claire, like Dr. Smyer here. I also am a speech therapist, a mom, a concerned citizen, and lately we've all been ultra-concerned citizens, I would say. I want to begin by talking a little bit about our students. We have placed some of the best and brightest students in our Communication Sciences and Disorders Department into schools, nursing homes, hospitals. They are working with individuals who have needs that are really, some of them, unbelievable to us. What some kids who are right at or below the poverty line in school, trying to make their way through school. We work with kids who have autism, severe stuttering, people elderly who've had a stroke. I want to talk about that tax, taking $41 million, putting more taxes on these individuals where they're already struggling economically. We have, if you're going to take away the earned income tax credit, we serve people who are Badger Care, family care, senior care. It's as others have said, unconscionable. Those are the people we serve. The second thing is our students. Many of us in our department have 70 advisees each. They are looking at an increase in their tuition, 5.5%. I know I meet with many of these students individually, and they tell me that they're already working to pay their tuition. They're working jobs outside of college to afford their tuition. That's a big hike. They just gave the Blue Gold commitment last year. So it's a huge hike. Many of them would need to drop out, and we try to recruit the best and brightest all the time. In fact, we're a very popular major. I want to talk a little bit about being a mom. I have a 13-year-old 8th grader who will be starting Memorial this fall, and there's a lot of unrest in the schools, as you know. She's great at art and music, and they're always the first ones to be on the chopping block. And many years, I've lived here for 18 years, so we've always seen that be the highest risk. But in addition to that, what about advanced placement? And that affects my daughter. It also affects students that I place in first-year classes. Like many of us as faculty, used to take summers off to write and think and flex a little bit. Now I can't afford to do that so much. But what I do is I take on a job doing summer orientation, which is an excellent program. Families look to us all the time to say, or they give us great feedback on how well we place their students into first-year classes at UW Eau Claire. And they come with lots of great advanced placement scores or courses that they've already taken. That helps us put them in appropriate college-level classes right away in their first year. They're able to really learn, wow, what I learned in high school is now building into college. What if all of that advanced placement goes away? My understanding is that's a high risk right now. And that's a big concern for me. Just to go back, I just want to, like Dr. Smyer quoted a cartoon. I teach a graduate counseling class, and one of my favorite quotes, I like to do a quote of the week for students. There's so many great quotes up there, and one of the ones I really have the students think about, understanding that there's poverty right here in the Central Valley, is one by George Washington Carver, and it goes like this. How far you go in life depends on your being tender and compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, tolerant of the weak and strong. Because someday in our lives, we will all have been all of these. And everybody knows that. Those legislators that you work with who voted for this, they know that too. They know that in their heart and soul. And so in the concerned citizen side, to sum up, I would say that, my colleagues here from UW Eau Claire know that we tried in the beginning of this process 2 months ago to meet with Senator Moulton. And Senator Moulton was what we call in our business a no-show. And that is unacceptable to me. It is unacceptable to have what I call a communication disorder, right? It's a selective listening problem. We're going to turn the working ear, we're going to turn the one ear to special interest money and corporate power, and we're going to turn the deaf ear to the citizens and the people who need to be listened to and need to be. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Next we're going to hear from James.